Hi there, Candace from C3 Creative. I'm traveling for work this week, and I thought I always miss my ribbon. I know this sounds crazy, but I miss my ribbon when I have to go out of town. And so I decided to bring some ribbon with me this week so that I can make a bow every day while I'm out of town. And so I have some ribbons. This is a black and red, so this is going to be hand bowed because I don't have a bow maker with me, but this is a deluxe, and it's a black back with a red satin front. So this is the satin fused. And then I have this fun football stripe. So this is a black and red with footballs on it. Can you tell what the theme of this bow is going to be? And then I have, where's my other ribbon? Oh, right here. Sorry, it fell underneath. I also have a little bit of this Georgia ribbon. So this has got the, whoops, held it upside down, the Georgia Bulldogs logo. So I have this one, and then I have a little bit of ribbon that says actual Georgia Bulldog on it. So these are some that I had left. I thought it'd be good to kind of use them up. So this one, sorry, this one fell on the floor. It's like curled everywhere. And then I have a little black and red check that I thought would be fun to kind of finish it off with. And so we'll see how many I can get into this bow because it's going to be a lot of ribbon. And then I brought this to kind of use for my tinsel tie because it was easier to travel with. And I thought, you know what, when I get back, I'll have some bows I can lift in my shop, right? So, and I am breaking my rule. I used my good scissors to cut this, but I didn't want to bring 2 pairs of scissors out of town. So I have my tinsel tie here to put on the back of my bow, and then I have some zip ties. So I brought those with me. So let's get started. So I'm going to start with trimming up my ribbon here. Get all my trash over to the side. So I'm going to start probably with about a 7-inch tail at the top, but I'm going to pinch like I always do. And normally I would just put this in my bow maker, but instead I'm going to do a hand bow. And probably about, that's probably what, about an 8-inch loop. It's a little bit big one. It's okay. It's what I'm feeling right now. So about right there. And then the way you're going to measure that you have them the same length is you kind of just pull up just like that so that you know you have them about the same size. It's a little long. Just like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and do a 3rd loop here. And again, just want to make sure I have it the same length, and I do. This ribbon's thick. This is why a bow maker's helpful. That's okay, I got it. Okay, and then I'm going to come down and cut my tail. Just like that. And then I think I'm going to, oops, drop it on the floor. So I'm going to start at the top. It's directional, so I'm going to have to twist it as I go, and that's okay. This time I want to start with my tail on this side. So I've got one tail on this side. Now I'm doing a tail on this side, and I want my geez. I'm trying to figure out which way I want my Georgia to go. Do I want it to go up, or do I want it to go down? Let's see which way it looks best. I think it looks better going up. Okay. Sorry, I was just trying to make sure I had this going the right way. All right, so I'm going to twist. This is very curly because it's not on a roll, and that's okay. All right, so I got my Georgia. I'll twist it. And I'm going to go a little bit shorter, about right there. And then I'm going to twist again. About an inch shorter. Perfect. Okay. Now, one of the things you'll see how this one's upside down, my G's going the right way here, don't know if you can see this in the camera. Whoops, we cut down this way, sorry. But actually that's going the wrong way. So I'm gonna have to go to the top and then I'll have to add another tail. I'll get that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come in here and twist this, okay? So I'm gonna come in behind myself. I'm just gonna reach back here and twist it. Oops, come on, stay in there. Just like that. And then I'm gonna do the same thing with this one so that my G's are facing up in the correct direction. And there we go. And there we go. So got all my G's in the right direction. A piece going down, so I have a tail going down. I'll just put that across this way, just like that. And perfect. And now I'm gonna go in with this stripe, but I'm just gonna make tails going down on this one, so I'm going to pinch it in. Just like that. Twist it. Come across. Probably about right there. Just like that. Sure these are the same length, and they are. I'm going to come with another tail down, just like that. Oh, it's turning out super cute. Now I'm wondering, I think I'm just going to go with this thin one now, because this is actually getting really hard to hold. So I'm just going to do a one loop in the center to finish this, just like that. Yeah, that's cute. And there we go. And now what I'm going to do is reach around here with my zip tie and just kind of slide it in where my fingers are. And I'm going to grab this ribbon, make sure it's all stacked the way we want it. And just like when I'm in my bow maker, secure it just enough to keep it secure. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide my piece of tinsel that I cut back here so that I can secure this to whatever we're going to secure it to, whether that's a wreath or a mailbox later or whatever. So I'm just going to slide this through, and then I'm going to finish tightening this up. Make sure it's nice and tight where you can't pull it anymore. And then we're going to trim that off. Just like that. Oops, somewhere along the way I lost a pin. I'll find that in a minute because I don't want to step on it. And then what we'll do is kind of get our bow straightened out here. First I'm going to work on my tails. So I'm going to cut this tail just like that. Cut this tail right here. I have one over here. And when I dovetail, I'm just folding my two wired edges together, pointing it towards the ceiling or towards Jesus, and then you just cut at an angle. That's what gives us that pretty dovetail. I should have another tail. Where did it go? There. Oh, I thought it did. There it is. I knew I had one. It's like, where did the other tail go? So remember I had to have three. So there's that dovetail. And then for this skinny piece, I just cut this at an angle. So I'm just gonna cut this just like that because I like the skinnier ones to be cut at what I call a bias cut. So there's that, and now we're gonna do our tails. So I'm gonna start with the red and black on this side. Again, just cutting that. Sorry, I was out of the camera. Not used to doing this in a hotel room. There we go. And then we have our Georgia ribbon that we're going to cut. We should have another tail here. Yep. We're going to cut this one. And then this center one, we're just, again, going to cut it as a bias cut. So we're just going to cut this at an angle. And because it's on this side, I like to cut it in this direction. And it can be a little longer because we can curl that one. So I'm going to use this as a handle in the back. And now I'm just going to fluff out my bow. So I'm going to use my hands to kind of get everything where I want it to be. And I'm going to curl my tails at the bottom. I'm just pulling them towards me. I'm going to curl this one up. And there we go. There's our festive Georgia bow. Go dogs!